What's going on, everybody? This is Bryant from SneakerFiles.com. Recapping the news. I went from 3 weeks off to dropping 2 videos in 1 week. I think that's a huge improvement. But we got some exclusive news today. The real reason I'm uploading this, I was planning on doing a video regardless, but getting this info out was what I really wanted to do. And before I get into that, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, as for some of the highlights in this video, I have exclusive details on the upcoming Air Jordan 5 Black Cat for holiday 2024. So not only are we getting the Air Jordan 3 Black Cat, but an Air Jordan 5. Also dropping is the Air Jordan 4 Orchid that will release holiday 2024. And a lot more from Jordan Brand. Other than that, we have a solid lineup from Nike. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the news. I know some people were asking about the release of the Nike KD4 Year of the Dragon 2.0. And a lot of Jordan Brand's Year of the Dragon and Chinese New Year releases already took place actually a day ago. But for this pair, it'll actually drop in February. Now, they call it the 2.0 because this is the second colorway of the Year of the Dragon KD4 to release. The first one took place in 2012. That pair I like a lot more than this one. That was covered in shades of blue. This one features a khaki, noble red, sesame, cacao wow, and gum yellow color combination. But if you like this shoe and want to add to your rotation, they drop on February 3rd. You can grab them on the Sneakers app, and the retail price will be $130. Here is an upcoming Nike SB Dunk Low, which shouldn't have any hype, but for some reason will probably still sell out and go for $30 to $40 over retail, which isn't horrible, but this is one of those shoes that I at least would like to grab for retail, and it's the Nike SB Dunk Low Hyper Royal Malachite. So we're just basing the nickname off of the colorway. They kind of remind me of Earth. My son is infatuated with Earth and planets and things like that, and he saw them. That's what he said. So that's what I'm going to say, at least for now, until we know the official inspiration behind them. But this shoe features a Phantom Malachite in Hyper Royal color combination. So the shoes feature blue suede across the base, as well as green suede on the swoosh. On the overlays, we have Phantom, which is like a shade of white. It's like an off-white. We have contrast stitching on the midsole, and then a gum rubber outsole completes the look. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date for this pair, but they will drop this summer, and the retail price will be $115. Throughout the years, we've had several Nike Air Posite 1 releases that were dropped either during All-Star Weekend or was inspired by All-Star Weekend. And for 2024, we do have another pair. This time it's going to be for kids, and it's the Nike Little Posite 1 All-Star. So this pair features a metallic silver, dusty cactus, black, and game royal color combination. So the pair features a metallic silver across the foam posite shell, and then we have a prism-like shimmer on the upper that could represent confetti. It kind of looks like confetti. Overall, it gives it a unique look. And then we have mesh on the inner booty with black on the eye stay, collar, and heels. We have a special swoosh logo on the insoles as well as the heels. And then we have dusty cactus on the pull tabs, down the tongue, and the mini swoosh. Other details includes red on the carbon fiber midfoot shank plate and a mostly black rubber outsole. Now, for this pair, they are scheduled to release on February 16th. The retail price is $190 in grade school. It'll cost $105 for preschool sizes, and toddler sizes will cost $77. Now, before I move on to the next shoe, I kind of wanted to feature this so I can talk about another foam posite. A lot of questions I get asked multiple times a week, and it's the Nike Air Posite 1 Galaxy. Now, what I wanted to talk about was when I heard about the return, it was in, I believe, 2003. It was kind of in the later part, I believe. And I was initially told they were going to come out for spring. So I thought potentially we may see them for All-Star Weekend. And then from my sources, they were pushed back until summer 2024, which a lot of shoes get pushed around. It wasn't a big deal. And since then, I haven't heard an update. But that doesn't mean that's a bad thing, because typically I would hear an update if they were scrapped. And that doesn't seem like it's the case. I wouldn't be surprised if they were pushed again, But I did want to touch base on the shoes just because I know a lot of people have been asking. So as of now, they still are expected. The last I heard, summer 2024. I do have the colorway. I have the style code. So it's not something made up, even though some people are trying to say that it was not factual. When if it was a rumor, I would have stated it was a rumor, but I got it from my sources, which has also given me a lot of information that has been true. So there's no reason for me to make up a story about galaxies returning. So anyways, when I do have more information, which I've been asking weekly because of everybody's been asking me and I don't mind it, I'll make sure to let you guys know. In the last video, I went over the Union Nike Field General collaboration, and I made mention that I hope that Nike releases some OG colorways because I would definitely love to pick them up. And the good news is that they are. We just received official photos of the Nike Field General 82 in white and varsity red. So the 82 in the name is from the year they were released, 1982. So 42 years later, we're getting the first retro of this shoe. And this pair was worn by quarterbacks Dan Fouts and Archie Manning. So the colorway is white, varsity red, and black. And they come constructed with a mixture of nylon mesh and leather. Highlighted with white across the base, we have red detailing on the swoosh and heel tab, while white covers the tongue, laces, and label. The Nike branding on the tongue is also red. The insoles are all white, and then we have a black sole, so keeping things pretty simple. This is a pair that I definitely plan on picking up just for the fact of the history behind it, and they're finally retroing. And the retail price is low. It's only going to cost $100, so that's another plus. But as for a specific release date, unfortunately, we don't have one, but they are expected to debut in February, so just around the corner. Hopefully, Nike starts releasing the Nike Book 1 soon. I know some people are fans of the model, some people hate the model. It's kind of in the middle. To me, it just depends on the colorway. Some are better than others. Now, we do have a new upcoming pack. One of these pairs I actually heard about a month or so ago. I didn't report on it just because I didn't have a photo or what they're actually going to look like. And the images you're looking at, they are from Nike. They're catalog scans, but of course you can expect something a lot nicer when you get a first look. But this is called the Nike Book 1 Hike Pack. Now, I've heard a lot of different stories behind inspirations for packs. We all have, right? This one, I feel like Nike and Devin Booker just lacked a good story, but the overall theme of this is just Booker loving the outdoors, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. So we have 3 pairs part of this pack. One is the self-titled Hike. We have the second one known as Haven, and then the last one is dubbed Rattlesnake. So the first pair known as Hike is for Devin Booker. He likes to go on hikes. That pair comes dressed in dark stucco, light silver, and clay orange. Now the second pair is Haven, and that features a black, hemp, and metallic red bronze color combination. Now this pair is actually inspired by his dog. Now the part about the hikes and the Haven, that's cool and all, but the third pair is known as Rattlesnake, and that pair features a white, light orwood brown, burnt sunrise, and black color combination. Now, when you put all 3 together, it's inspired by when Booker was on a hike with his dog, he saw a rattlesnake. So I'm assuming he was in Arizona, and Arizona is known for their rattlesnakes, various kinds, diamondbacks, stuff like that. And I just think it's kind of funny to me that they made a pack out of a story of Booker going on a regular hike with his dog and he saw a rattlesnake. Unless something else happened on this story, I don't know, I feel like they're lacking inspiration here or something. Now, although I'm making fun of this story, the colorways don't look half bad. I mean, they are catalog scans, and we should get a better look soon, since all 3 pairs are expected to release summer 2024. So, unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date for none of the 3. And the retail price for the Hike pair is $150, while the Haven and Rattlesnake will cost you $140. In the last video, I talked about the Futura Nike SB Dunk Low dropping in 2024. This is a brand new colorway. At the time, we only had a few photos, and all 3 were just of the lateral side, so we really couldn't tell what was going on with the shoe other than what was seen. Now we have additional photos giving us a few different angles one of the things we didn't know prior to this is on the medial side, it'll say FL, which stands for Futura Laboratories. As well, it looks like there's a little bit of 3M reflective on the tongue and heel. And I didn't want to spend too much time on it just because I recently talked about it. And other than the new photos, we don't have any new information. Still, the shoes will debut summer 2024, and the retail price will be $135. Before I get into this piece of news, I want to start out by saying this is a rumor. I have yet to hear back from my sources confirming this release. Now, I'm not taking away from who leaked it because the person who goes by Master Chefian, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, he is with Private Selection, and they get a lot of early shoes. I know they have their own people who leak them information as well, and I'm not taking away from those guys at all. It's just that I like to hear it from my sources, the people I trust, before I put my stamp of approval or confirmation on it. But according to Master Chefian, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Again, I apologize if I mispronounced it. He has stated that in 2024, a Nike SB Kobe Bryant collaboration will be releasing. Now, other than that, the details are slim. I don't have any additional information. He didn't provide any. So we don't know if it's an SB Dunk. We don't know if it's a different model, but some of you may remember back in 2011, Kobe Bryant and Eric Koston connected to launch a limited Kobe Koston Nike SB, which was limited to 24 pairs. Now, there's a few rumors going around, and it's just more people talking. Now, I wouldn't even put it in a rumor. It's just speculation. And one of those, and I actually think this is a great idea, is if they took a Kobe model and transformed it into a skate shoe, just upping the materials, add more padding and stuff like that, kind of like what they did with the Pro Tro line, but instead make it for skating. That would be dope to me. They did something similar with the Air Jordan 4. They added padding and reinforcements for people who skate, but I think that would be a pretty dope idea. I don't know if they're going to do it. Now, other than all of the Kobe signature shoes that are re-releasing in new colorways, Nike and Kobe Bryant are also dropping an Air Force One Low. Hopefully we get a first look at that shoe in the next couple months, maybe sooner than that. But for now, as for this upcoming Kobe Bryant Nike SB collab, there is no additional information. We don't have a time frame, retail price, we don't even know the model. The Nike SB, specifically the Dunk, is super hyped. The Kobe line is super hyped. So if you put those two together, it's probably going to be near impossible to obtain. But either way, I am excited and also curious to see what it actually is. And let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What would you like to see between Nike skateboarding and Kobe Bryant? In December of 2023, Jordan Brand released the Air Jordan 11 Gratitude. Now, that shoe is different compared to the DMP Air Jordan 11. However, the color blocking was the same. They just featured different materials and, of course, a higher cut patent leather and things like that. Now, to my knowledge, those shoes have sold out. I don't think they're available anywhere online. I haven't really checked, to be honest, nor have I gone into a store since middle of December, I believe. A sneaker store, that is. But if you play baseball or football, Jordan Brand is releasing the Air Jordan 11 Cleat Gratitude. So the official colorway is white, metallic gold, and black. They're going to release two different versions, the Mid TD and the MCS Cleat. Now, we do have a retail price for the Mid TD. Unfortunately, we don't have one for the MCS Cleat yet. But essentially, we have is the Gratitude Air Jordan 11. The only difference is the cleated outsole. So I did want to share this with you guys. I'm sure that some of you may play baseball or football. I haven't played baseball since high school, so it's been a while. And maybe this is something you want to pick up. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date, but they are expected to drop spring. So it could be any time now. And the retail price for the Mid TD is $200. In the last video, we went over the Air Jordan 5 SC Cell. It was a first look. We only had the one image and it didn't take long. We now have a better look at the shoes. Although I wanted to see a photo of the inside of the tongue, but still it looks like the tongue is thinner, similar to what we saw on the Ama Meniere Air Jordan 5. But other than that, it just really shows us a few different angles. Overall, it is a clean colorway, But I'm not going to spend too much time talking about them just because I recently went over them. I just wanted to show you the new photos, and the release date is scheduled for April 13th. The retail price for men's is $210, while grade school sizes will cost $160. Official images just leaked of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Dusted Clay. This is a women's exclusive, and initially they were expected to be a collaboration since they were labeled an SP, that stands for Special Projects. Typically, that means a collab. However, it doesn't always mean one. For example, we have the Air Jordan 17 Low Lightning. That's an SP. It's not a collaboration. Although the SP name usually means collaborations, in this case, it means that it comes with something special. For example, the Air Jordan 17 Low Lightning will come with a briefcase. For this pair, it actually comes with dust bags. So not only do we have the dust bags, the box itself is in the OG Nike Air Jordan 1 style, but it's all gray, so it's using different colors. But other than that, the official colorway for this shoe is Dusted Clay, Cacao Wow, and Burnt Sunrise. So they feature premium suede throughout with brown and clay orange on the overlays. So we do have some small unique details. For example, the Wings logo on the ankle is debossed, and they also come with the brown suede Nike Air hang tag. We have the signature Nike Air branding on the tongue, and other details includes a cell midsole and an orange rubber outsole. Like I mentioned, this pair is dropping in women's sizing, and the release date is March 6th, and the retail price will be $180. Images recently leaked of the Air Jordan 11 Low Legend Pink. Now, the images used are in toddler sizing, so if it looks off to you, that's the reason why. The women's sizing pair, which they'll release in women's sizing and down, have yet to leak. But I showed a mock-up of the shoe several months back. Now, there are a few minor changes. For example, the liner, that is white instead of pink, but the actual shade of pink used across the patent leather mudguard is the exact same. So other than that, we have mesh on the upper, we have Legend Pink on the Jumpman located on the tongue, across the insoles, and the Jumpman on the heel. Other than that, we have white on the midsole and a pink semi-translucent rubber outsole. So the release date for this pair is June 1st, and the retail price in women's sizing will be $190. I think this is a decent colorway. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. New images of the Air Jordan 11 Low Space Jam recently leaked, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of the Air Jordan 11 Low. Certain colorways I like a lot, and the Space Jam colorway is my favorite, so this for me is a definite pickup. And the official colorway is black, Varsity Royal, in white. So the color blocking will mimic that of the 2000 release and the 2009. And essentially what we have here is the Space Jam just in low cut form. These are a definite pickup for me. Like I mentioned, I'm sure a lot of people will want to grab them also. And as for a release date, they are currently scheduled to debut on May 11th. And the retail price for men's sizes is $190. Grade school will cost $150. Preschool will retail at $90, and toddler sizes will cost you $70. A couple weeks ago, images leaked of the Air Jordan 4 Vivid Sulfur. Now, this is a women's exclusive, and the photo that leaked, the shoes were deconstructed. They weren't all the way put together, so I didn't really want to include it because, I don't know, it just didn't look like a good first look to me. So I waited on it, but now we have a full first look, so we can actually tell what's coming out. And to me, these are nice. They come in the OG Fire Red color blocking, and the actual colorway is white, coconut milk, vivid sulfur, and anthracite. God, Jordan Brand's really going heavy on the coconut milk this year. It's kind of crazy. Every video I drop, people are making comments about the coconut milk, and yeah, I get it. It's everywhere. But as you can see, it features white leather across the base. We have black on the wings, midsole, and heel tabs. Now, highlighting this pair is Vivid Sulfur, which is like a shade of yellow that hits the eyelets, Jumpman on the tongue labels, liner, and most of the outsole. Completing the look is Coconut Milk on the toe cap and part of the midsole. So, like I mentioned, this is a women's exclusive. This is a pair that I feel like I could wear, and the release date is April 20th, and the retail price will be $200. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down in the comment section below. For this video, I have a couple more leaks for you guys, and the first one is the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Orchid. Now, this is a women's exclusive release, And what you're looking at is just a mock-up. I'm not sure about the color blocking just yet. I did receive confirmation on the colorway, style code, and things like that, but I wasn't able to get a first look. Hopefully I do soon. But this pair will come in an Orchid, neutral gray, black, and white color combination. So Z and I put together a Photoshop based off of what it could look like. An Orchid, which is a shade of pink that more than likely will be blasted throughout just because it's the first color used in the color description. And then we'll have neutral gray, black, and white detailing. Other than that, there's not much more information other than the fact that they are scheduled to debut in holiday 2024, which means that a release could take place between October and December. And at the time of recording, no retail price. More than likely, they're going to retail for either $210, $215, or $225. More than likely, not $225. It's probably going to be $210 or $215. I believe the 4s that are labeled in SE are $225, and the ones with Nike Air on the back or older retros, they'll bump those up to $215. So let me know your thoughts on this pair. If Jordan Brand decides to release them just like this, would you buy, or is this a pass? Last up for today, I have news on the upcoming Air Jordan 5 Black Cat. Yes, you heard that correctly. Not only is Jordan Brand returning the Air Jordan 3 Black Cat, but they're releasing a new model, part of the Black Cat series, the Air Jordan 5. Now, I just want to give you guys a heads up, the Black Cat nickname, Z and I, we came up with that nickname just because of the color description, and the image you're looking at is a mock-up. So what releases may look different. Now, the actual color description is anthracite, black, and off noir, and there's a possibility that the shoes could resemble that of the Air Jordan 5 Blackout sample. Some of you guys might remember that. If I can find a photo, I'll insert it here, but if not, my apologies. This pair is also labeled in SE, which means special edition. So more than likely they'll feature some different materials. I'm not sure if it's going to have nubuck on it. I hope they release just like this because this is really nice. And just like the 4s, I haven't seen the shoes just yet. I just was provided the colorway, but I should have more information coming soon. Now, as for the release details, we don't have a specific release date, but this pair will launch in holiday 2024, which means a release could take place between October and December. And at the time of recording, no retail price as of yet. More than likely, this one's going to cost $210 just because it's an SE. But again, that's not confirmed. And let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. If Jordan Brand drops them just like this, would you buy? For me, 100%. These are really nice. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, I am expected to do one short, but other than that, I should have another video for you guys Monday. I do have some other information I need to leak. I'm just getting the details on it. For example, the A Ma Maniére Air Max 95. There is a new Air Jordan 4 model coming out, if that makes sense, like a new variation of it. Getting details on that. And there is another collaboration with Jordan Brand and I'll say a retailer on the East Coast. I do know the model. I don't want to say it just yet. That shoe, I'm waiting on the colorway because I just don't want to leak it without one. People will probably be excited. It's just, I feel like it'll be better if I have the colorway for it. So there is a lot more coming for holiday 2024. I also have Nike stuff that I'm going to find out very soon. So I'm also excited about that. But from this video, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.